Hey everyone, today's video is on an Alto Saxophone Repad. It is an old Bundy, really not worth a repad, but the client, it's sentimental value. They played it in high school, I believe, and so they wanted to get back into it. Needed a repad, all the pads are pretty old and beaten up. So what today I'll be talking about is the process of the repad that I have and also answering some common questions along the way. Don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe, depending on what you're watching on, and also share this to all your friends. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a teardown, which is I'm just taking off all the keys, removing all the rods. I keep the pivot screws in it because all the pivot screws are married, which means that they are now kind of worn into that specific post. And this is probably the easiest and quickest part of the entire repad, but while I'm doing it, I'm keeping mental notes of where everything goes, how everything feels, the size of the corks that might have fallen off, the size of the felts that might have fallen off, kind of look at the tone holes, kind of look at the body, just to make sure everything, I have a mental note so I know what I'm getting into. Here's a close-up of me taking out the pads. This has shellac in it. Other people use hot glue. I know I use hot glue. That's my preferred method, but I just take out all the pads, kind of keeping a mental note of them, and then what I do is I scrape off all the old glue, whatever it is, so I can clean it. I then put all the keys in my ultrasonic cleaner. I clean them. I also do this to the body. This video just doesn't have me doing it of the body. Usually I run it for 2 different cycles. There's a close-up of it. Gets all the dirt inside of them out. Helps with everything. Helps make life a lot easier when putting it back together. Usually stuff falls out though. So what I do after I clean and also air dry the keys is then I buff them. This is a long neck cracking, neck breaking process, but definitely makes the horn pop more. Then what I do is that after it's all buffed and everything's wiped down, I fit all of the new pads into the pad cups of the saxophone. And then I kind of made it where I laid it all out, the keys where they go on the saxophone without the body, try to make it pretty cool for the video. Make sure to like this video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already yet. Also on TikTok, Music Medic, go and follow me there. I have a whole bunch of videos there. After everything's fitted and I glue everything in, I then test everything, okay? So I make sure everything fits well, I make sure nothing's binding, and then I go pad by pad. I make sure everything's good. I float them, make sure they're not leaking, so that means no air is escaping between the pad and the body of the saxophone. This is the longest part, this is the most strenuous part. It takes me forever to do. This is why it costs so much money, because this is where you separate the pros from the amateurs. And finally, this is the final result of the look. Sorry I don't have a video of me playing it. Hope you like this video, guys. Thank you.